Yeah, let's try. Here, I have an idea. We'll do that. Because that also makes... Let's see if we can't 1cc it. First playthrough... Normal... 1 life starts. Because at least that way I know what I'm doing works from last time. Mark Jim, welcome in. Just got back home for the raid. Were you enjoying some of that good, wholesome Dark Souls action? What are you gonna do next, though, Cursive? Now that the Souls see, because now we have 2 lives. Start with 1 life start. Let's see if we can't 1cc this. 1 life start. See, so much easier to grab there. Look at that. See, we're already up to 3. Because they don't have an RNG on the wait time. No, I wanted your arm. There we go, got it. Back up to 3. Always enjoying your cursive times. That's how you do. Whoa, what the hell? Never done that before. Oh, so that's that. It does an electrocution with the arm slam that goes off. Growing up, those games like this that made me not want a Genesis. Why would a game like this make you not want a Genesis? It's a good game. I'm not saying it's amazing. It needs more variation to be amazing, and it's kind of the same-ish kind of enemies just getting stronger, but everything about the game in itself is good. No, I want him. Dang it. Trying to progress game. Sounds a bit raw. I mean, it fits for like the... I feel like they did pretty good with the Genesis soundtrack because it uses like that weird tinny sort of like background Genesis sound, but at the same time, it actually works because it's robotic and... What the... How did you not get stuck there? Go. Doo-doo. Bridia, welcome in. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome in, Shorster. Compared to any sound alone, I know which one I'd pick if some sort of shake me and demand that I choose. So thanks for the follow, Mark. Sounds pretty not good. The gameplay's beat him up, but that makes Final Fight 1 look like 3 generations ahead. I'd say it's about, at least as far as Final Fight 1 and this one goes, because this has the body ripping stuff and the different abilities. This one actually has more special abilities than Final Fight 1. I'm just using simple stuff because it works better. But how was the rest of Spyro? Has it become the most hated game ever? Please let me know. Desperately need some dinner. Okay, get some good food. Wildwood, welcome in. You should get some dragon meat. Komodo dragon meat. That's what you need. I'm extra smooth and the build of mechs is neat, but that's all I see the game. So it has it. So you know Neo K-Fight? This one has attacks like that. It's just the strongest attack in the game also happens to give you lives and healing, so there's really no point in me not going for it. But that doesn't help in Brutal. This might be a strange game where knowing the techniques might be more required if you're doing, say, like a one-life Brutal run. But on, say, like, normal and hard and all that, you definitely want to be... Oh, dang it, he got his arm back. You get stuck, please. Are you kidding me? That just broke you out. Thank you. Suck him in. How did that not stuck? Oh wait, that's right. He has the big legs, doesn't he? That's why he's immune to it, isn't he? And so those gaming more for me, it's like Team and T and Sand trying to combos, literally generally bad move. Best way to win is just to spam jump kick for 95% of the game. I mean, it's unfortunate when they do that, but like I said, it seems like in Brutal it would actually matter. So it seems like maybe all their abilities are based more around difficulty mode. Like, say, easy, normal, hard, brutal. Hoot Boy, welcome in. Old Man Gaming, welcome in. Some Cybertruck Justice. We're Cybertrucking. Given the best Cybertruck powers. Oh dang, I lost my arm. I just realized I switched it to something else. I did not mean to do that. Holy crap. Thank you. Trying to get an arm. 5. Rip off your own butt burn looking stupid? Yes, just like that. Just had some cool looking games. I mean, like I said, this one's, it's a decent beat 'em up. I'm not saying it's the best, because like I said, the enemies, it doesn't change enough except until you get to the final boss. You basically fight boss versions at the end of every 3rd stage, which do a little difference, but they're all kind of the same. Like those. So you're right, the Peacekeeper's Deathless is definitely easier to do than the rival Turf Deathless. I don't know at the time. It's a bazooka wielding character that had infinite ammo. Yeah, I was gonna say that bazooka guy seemed like he had an advantage over everyone else when you started using him. Like, what the hell? As soon as I saw him, like, well, there's your guy who you want for a Deathless. As soon as I saw you use him, like, well then, I didn't realize that they had put him in. Divine Bar, they are a little basic for the design part compared to everything else in the game visually. Not by much, though. Yeah, I think as far as rival Turf's difficulty on the Deathless is gonna go, it's mostly gonna be because of Skinny Legs McGee combined, or like the, or if you're getting hit by like 3 of those karate guys at once. Either of those cases, because the Skinny Legs can hit you from off screen if you're too close to it. So like, I'm safe. Oh nope, I got hit by Skinny Legs McGee. I guess I wasn't as safe as I thought. Oh, he threw dynamite this time. Now I definitely wasn't as safe as I thought. But then when you're on screen, you just need to make sure you're not surrounded by like 3 of those karate guys. Beyond that, I'd say the Deathless shouldn't be too bad for rival Turf. But yeah, Peacekeepers was just, it was so easy to just like attack things that it just seemed like a Deathless would be a lot easier. Skin Legs McGee's definitely the number 1 cause. I think Vega Wannabe is the number 2 cause. Yeah, that would make sense. Lucy, welcome in. Rise of the Robots beat 'em up version. I mean, I guess you could look at it that way. Off your body goes. Boom. I think another thing is you could go for points, K-Fight. See, technical fair play brutality. So if you're doing a points challenge, like, or like a race, just body ripping probably wouldn't get you like the max points. That gives you another reason for doing things. But the overall gameplay is pretty decent, though. Like the loop of it. It just needed more variance. Like they should have kept like certain body points. Like this is the world of fists and this. Not that they shouldn't have like multiple variances between enemies between the level, but the gun things shouldn't have been like a melee thing to use them. But it seems like you need to be like in melee range to set it up, and then the gun is mostly supposed to hit them if they try to dodge backwards, it seems like. Something to do what fairness is judged upon. I would assume fighting them fairly. So I guess like not using cheapness, but I don't really know. I'm not actually sure. Couldn't tell you. Really? I wasn't trying to hit him. Take that. Boom. Well, that works pretty good. Punch, maybe punch, kick. And they stay up and I can keep hitting them. Nah. Let's do the loop I've been doing. Thought I had a way to get faster damage out. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. I know, I'm dancing to the beat. Dancing to the beat of the music. Mind you, Comic Zone. I can see that a little bit, actually. I don't think they're related. One second. Oh, whoa. What was that? You can hit like a double combo of breakage if you get him in the right position. I will have to remember that. No. Don't get out of it just as I'm trying to rip off your body, sir. Oh, dang it. Thank you. Boop, 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 boop. Moonwalking time. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, yeah. Peacekeepers needed to have music on by default, and apparently they're missing songs from Rushing Beat 3's Japanese version, even if you have it on, I guess. That's so weird, though. Why would you turn music off by default? Like, I have a lot of direct love or hate feelings toward Genesis titles, not sure why. Just not just person. Oh, Mixer, welcome in. This one's... Oh, crap. That's not good. Gotta be careful now. No, what? Oh, the 1cc of the 1 life starts out. Now I need to get my lives back. All because he got a random arm grab. Okay, so he can grab me from farther up and down than I can grab him. Now I need to get my lives back. Dang it. I just need to make sure I have like 6 by the end. We're gonna need them for the final boss. Okay, we got 1 life. Just need to remember that apparently they can hit me more on the diagonal than I can hit them. Those grabs. I'm not sure why. But they can. But yeah, overall this one's pretty good, Mixer. I'm not saying it's amazing, because it is kind of the same throughout the whole game. And the loop's pretty the same. But the overall mechanics are all real good. The visual's good. I mean, as long as I can get to the final area with lives, Bo, we're good. No, I wanted your body. I want you to die. Actually, I should have dropped that, shouldn't I? And then, like, forced him to walk toward it. Some of the pit jumps can get jank. Yeah, they're only on the first level, though. You don't have to worry about the several pit jumps after that. But we're already past those. It's all fighting and avoiding traps from here on out, and then the final boss. Juke. Get out of my way. Thank you. There we go. See, we're almost all the way back up to 5. Oh, come on. Full. Tried to get away. Got him. There we go. Oh, come on. That was bogus. Okay, he doesn't always line up. Thought they did. That's what's the problem at the moment. How did that not hit? There we go. There we go. As long as we keep the continue. Thing is, I don't really need more than one. If I die once, the final boss is pretty much going to kill me for the rest of them. Still, I need to... Oh, why did I throw that away? go. Got my arm back. Boop boop. Go 10, welcome in. Do not think moonwalking's possible. Yeah, you can moonwalk in this. Because it takes half a second to turn, so if you're like constantly on the move, it will just keep moonwalking you. There we go, got up to 6. Now let's just get our health up. John, welcome in. You're having a good day. Boop boop. Sunny Bowie, welcome in. Love this game going up. It's interesting. The fact that you can like rip things off and build things up, and apparently you can... It's one technique apparently I haven't figured out, but I'm not going to try to, which apparently you can remake robots to help you as allies as well. Which would probably be an even better way of optimizing a fight. But I just don't know how to do it. I know that's something to do with kicking their body. Doing pretty good, John. Glad you're doing well. What was your favorite build, Sonny? What was your favorite body and arms and everything? Come on now. Nope. Not trying to... No, not trying to kill him. Dang it. I wanted to rip his body. Like the round saw, it's not very practical, but it's cool. The saw does look cool, yeah. As far as an arm saw goes, it kind of reminds me of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, when the judge has that like saw blade arm. Kind of reminds me of that. Please stop getting hit so I can actually get my health back. There we go. That's more like it. Health back. 6 is such a strange number for max lives. You'd think I could get to 9. Find something there. I was hoping to get up more damage. No, I think the loop I'm using is the best. Anything. No. Trying. There we go. Rip your bot. Ramon, welcome in. Impulse J, welcome in. Both having a good day. Very smoothly animated game for 2. It is. It's kind of simple, but there's a lot of attacks you can do because of all the different parts. And remains kind of consistent throughout the game. But beyond that, like all like the moves and animation and all that work really well. But hope you're both having a very good day. Doo-doo. Tomorrow's a holiday in Brazil. What holiday is that? What type of holiday? Like an autumn holiday, a food holiday, a... proclamation. Okay, so like basically the equivalent of Independence Day here. Wait, why did I just throw that? I could have healed myself. What am I thinking? Thought that was his arm for a second. You also have an Independence Day on September 16th, okay. you do anything like... Is just another day? Because we have like some holidays we have here, just kind of another day. Or is it something where people do any sort of celebrations? What's important is that you get a day off. One of those days, okay. There are bigger events like on September, military parades and such. Gotcha. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, you actually get lives back based on your healing. Yeah, I actually thought it was too... Like, the final boss can be quite tough because of weird insta-kill stuff. And the mini-bosses can kind of be tough, but aside from that, most of the game's pretty easy. I was kind of like testing between brutal, hard, and normal. I settled on normal 1 life starts because of it. Maybe I'll just go for this rather than the kill. Oh, that's right, they can do back now. That's the 3rd one. Maybe it's every 3. No, what? Bogus. Yeah, every 3. Got him. Okay, I think there's one more, and then I think it's the boss. Because I don't think there's one on stage 5. I mean, it is basically a glory kill. K-Fight isn't wrong there. It's a glory kill. It is a glory kill. It is 100%. Even has about the same length and everything. When you're ripping off their body parts. There we go. Yeah, Berserk melee fighter. I could see that. Yeah, there are people who like do like Berserk only versus modes in Doom games. It's kind of hilarious, actually. What I want to know is how he got to a spaceship on that little hovercraft. I mean, I know he's a robot and all, but those little hovercrafts looked like they were transportation vehicles, and yet now we're on like a spaceship or something. I mean, you don't need to do it on every enemy. When I was playing, I would just kill most of them. So the difference is, and here's how I've seen posts in the past on glory kill stuff for those who don't like them. And someone made a good example. It's more like stun locking in a game. It's better to treat it like, you know how in a fighting game, if you do really high damage, they get into that stun mode? You can just keep shooting them, and it's literally, it's not even a pause. They all will go into glory kill mode at a certain percentage of their health. Someone even tested it. So if you do enough damage, like say if you rocketed them just before glory kill, it will kill them outright before they even go into glory kill mode. Because the damage is higher than what's left. So all it does is in Doom 2016 and Eternal is just that they get so weak that they go into glory kill mode. So you don't, it's not like it pauses it or anything. You can just keep shooting, which is basically what I did, and that's what I found. It just keep shooting them. And then on the higher difficulty settings, they actually advise to do that because glory kills actually get you killed on like Ultra Nightmare, because as soon as you come out of it, the enemies will hit you and they'll do like an insta-kill amount of damage and you die. And I believe in Ultra Nightmare, I believe you are in Iron Man mode. So you kind of can't glory kill much in Ultra Nightmare. Quick kill to cooldown on, gain more benefits. Well, if you had a cooldown to gain more benefits, then it would just feel like a slower mechanic. I mean, you still have the same issue. Then it just feels even slower. And there is a Berserk in it. There is Berserk in the newer Dooms, so you still have Berserk available to you. It's just a special power. So Berserk does exist. They didn't remove Berserk. It's more just the approach, I think. It depends on how a person plays. No, it's how a person plays, because literally the reason I like 2016 is because it's fast like Doom 2. What I've found the case that those who complain about glory kills usually are over glory killing. Which is what happened when I like looked into like forums and stuff on that subject. It's just and it's not like it's a bad thing to do, but it's just some prone like sort of thinking. Like people think differently on how they approach a game. So some people who don't like the glory kills, not everyone, because some people still use them and still love them. But some people who use them a lot, or feel like they need to use them, don't need to use them much, or shouldn't use them that much if they're not having fun using them. It's a weird case. You don't need to rely on it in 2016. In Eternal, you kind of do a little bit, because you don't get enough ammo. But in 2016, you don't need to. There's plenty of ammo lying around on stuff, and for like you have like the flame one, I think was for the ammo, and then I think you had the punch one for the health and the shields. I mean, you'd be if you saw me playing. I walked past. I would literally let free HP go all the time if I just didn't want anything to do with glory killing at a point. For me to worry that much about min-maxing my HP, a game has to be giving me trouble. And 2016 wasn't giving me trouble, so it's not like I was looking to use it. And that changed a little bit with Eternal because I actually did need to use Eternal, which is actually part of the reason why I don't like Eternal as much. 2016, you don't need to use it. In fact, like I said, Ultra Nightmare, you don't want to use it. They literally tell you not to use it in Ultra Nightmare mode. It will get you killed. Unless it's like the last enemy, in which case you probably can. Yeah, so there is a little bit one difference, I would say, that might be an effect also there. Doom 2016 and Eternal are both fast-paced, kind of like Doom 2, but they're a different style of fast-paced. The same strategies do not work. There's a lot more XYZ, there's a lot more active dodging because of like the way movement works and the dashes. And some of the other stuff, there's a lot of differences. They're fast, they have the same enemy types, they have the same type of progression of sort of story, which you can see it's kind of like the remake story, so you see that progression, but it's like it's not identical in as far as like how you do the exact style of combat. See you later, welcome in. Hope your day's been going well. Does it have some balance issues? Not really. Except for maybe the final boss. That's the only thing I've been really kind of worried about. So hopefully we can do them in one. Otherwise, we definitely won't beat him with the rest of the continues, that's for sure. If I don't beat him in one. But beyond that, it's pretty simple loop. You mostly just want to kind of rip their body parts off and get the health you can. What, you didn't get stuck in it? So I haven't seen an indie tribute to this game yet, with all the indie beat 'em up. Now, here's some... Yeah, actually an indie game version of this would be better. They'd probably also give you more enemy types if they did, like, a new version of Cyborg Justice. Because they'd probably keep all of, like, the build-a-mechs, but they'd probably vary the gameplay a little more with more bosses and whatnot. Which I think is all the game kind of really needs. A little more variation on, like, what the different pieces do for the enemies. And then, you know, more unique bosses. If they did that, then... Since the enemies kind of get stronger anyways, at that point you're just basically in traditional beat-em-up territory. That's all it really needs. A unique take on traditional beat-em-ups. Concept probably use up more memory than the typical beat-em-ups. A little bit, I would think, just because of the way graphic and then how many unique pieces of equipment that all seem to have like a slightly different special ability to them go, and since you're constantly fighting things that use them, I would imagine the memory was a little more intensive, but obviously for an indie game, they don't need to worry about that nowadays. But back then, that could have been an effect on why they didn't have more unique bosses. Definitely could have. I think they still could have fitted them if they wanted to, but they might have had to optimize a few things a little more. Got him. There we go. Area 5. Not sure if Gen cards can use bank switching like the Neo Geo cards did, but that or something similar could have been used. I'm not sure. I actually don't know much of like the difference between like all the little hardware sub pieces for say like the Genesis versus the NES, SNES, Sega CD, Neo Geo, all that stuff. Like I know maybe some basic stuff, like the sound chip differences or core speed, but that doesn't tell you like what else they had available to them. If they like hardware design structure had within the consoles themselves. I'd actually be curious to see like how many developers even like used all those extras. Is another question. Go. Crap. Got him. Moonwalk, moonwalk. Let's go moonwalk. Boom. See, sprites overlapping moving. I can tell that use up more memory animation frames, like they say with Streets of Rage. Well, yeah, for one thing, like I said, with this, you have 3 distinct pieces. So you have your arms, you have your legs, and you have your body. Since the enemies are using the same ones that you're using, and there's like 5 or 6 versions of each, it needs to keep them all in memory. So it's always going to have those loaded up. Okay, so that no longer does good damage on this level. So, punch counters or insta-kills. Doesn't actually need that model up. The characters on screen at once, only max 3 parts variations needed. I mean, if based on how though I'm seeing how they do the game though, I don't think they probably coded it like that. Every once in a while, you'll get like a programmer who does that sort of like level of optimization. I very much doubt that they did. Because that also requires knowing what's coming next. Which usually is left up to most of the design teams. Only when like the design team and the programming team kind of work really closely together does that tend to happen. It happens more nowadays, but even then there's a lot of stuff nowadays that also isn't optimized, but it's not so much what's on screen, it's more just they have so much code that they just don't optimize all of the code. Leave it mostly to the tools to do. But for something like this, just based on like how you choose your character from the start, and how it chooses the enemies that you face, I have a feeling that they didn't optimize it like that. My guess is they coded it for what was available. But I don't know for sure. I'm just taking a guess here. Someone would have to actually look up the code to see how they coded it. Five. Okay. Last place before the final boss. Need to get that down. I need to get that duck down because that's going to be necessary. And then you can do that. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Oh. There we go. There we go, finally, my goodness. To just not separate. Ow. Okay, here we go. Dang, I was trying to duck shot. Nope. Oops. Dang it. That bottom one done, that's the worst one. These legs are doing work. I was right to choose them. Wait once more. Dang it. Nope, not enough time. Time's still away. Once more. Nope, one more time. Dang it. Nah, I messed up. Got hit at the worst moment. Nope, got hit the worst moment again. Messed it up. Sucks. Has to have that shinobi ability on the jumps. Ah! Want to duck. There we go. Ah, dang, got hit by that. Nah, not open enough. Dang it. Bad timing. Is that it? You have set our society free! Since we can never leave this place, we will reward you with our loyalty and the right to be our leader. Like we only have one form. We like you! We're enslaved by the maniacal brain who ruled and directed our lives. We need your leadership to prevent us from being enslaved again. Nice. Okay, so you won't... Wow, we were close the other time. Just that bottom one was so hard to get into. This time I timed my attacks really carefully. Still got hit. But those pneumatic legs came in. That's what we were missing. That double jump made it easier to avoid the 3 high shot. Thanks for the GGs, Tanya. But yeah, I'd say overall, decent game. Definitely give it a try. It's not... There's not, like I said, a whole lot of variation. Mostly the enemies just get stronger. You have the mini bosses, and then you have the final boss. And then aside from that, it's mostly just avoiding stage hazards a little bit. But there it is. Normal mode, 1 life starts, which affects both your original life and continues. So if you have to continue. Now, it's too bad we died that one time on the boss. That would have been a 1cc if it hadn't been for that weird boss shenanigans where you immediately grab me and then grab me out of a kick. But yeah, if you do hard mode, you just have to not, it seems like, not want to focus too much on the grabs the same way. Instead, you want to wear them down. Brutal, though, looks like you couldn't grab them at all unless they were trapped. I don't think you'd be able to. At least from that little test that we did just before we did this run.